Hello everybody, coming at you with another deck profile. I'm going to do my Swordsoul deck profile here, and we'll get straight into it. And pretty obligated to say this is pretty standard, but going to play what works, right? So you got triple Moyi. This is like your best normal summon. It's, you know, pluses, you get your draws, it's a must play at 3. Triple Long Yon. This is the guy that lets you go into all your level 10s. Basically a 1-card extender. It's super good. Got to play that at 3. I play double Swordsoul Tenyi. Some people opt to play 1, but I love this card at 2. I think it's, you know, because when you're playing Desires and you banish, a lot of the times you banish this, and if you're playing 1, then you don't get it. And this, I look at this as, every time I see this, I think Boxia bounced you. So I think personally I like playing it at 2 rather than the 1 for banishing on Desires, and I just love when I have it in my hand and when I can search it. So, and then also I play the triple Ecclesia. Some people play this at 2. I think, come on, you got to play it at 3. It's so good, especially like you're going second at least 50% of the time, if not more. So this card is just phenomenal. You get everything going without even using your normal summon, and that's what allows you to break boards. And then on to the Swordsoul spells. Play triple Emergence. I feel like that's pretty standard. Double Heavenly Circle. This is just such a good card. Has a lot of different things you can do with it, and I play this. I don't play Vessel at all. I don't really like playing Vessel. I find that when I play it, if you have it, it's basically you already won anyways. It's just a win more card, and I don't find it that great. I don't like playing it. I opt to play the Circle instead. And then just the 1 Blackout. It's, you know, really good card, searchable. You can do a lot of fun plays with it. And then on to the Tenyis. Play triple Ashuna. That's a sin that I don't have all these hollowed out, but they're coming. Triple Vishuddha. This card is unbelievable. It's, you know, it allows you to just do so many things. Break boards. It allows you to bounce floodgates and then go and pop everything, go for game. I play just 2 of the Adhara. I never find that I need more than 2. Some people play 3. Some people play, you know, the blue one. I like the smaller package. This is because I want to keep my deck at 40. And this is one of the ways I do it, to opt to do this, to play a little bit more hand traps. So I find 2 is good. Then on to the spells. Double Desires. This card's ridiculous. It's basically a Pot of Greed. Play it at 2. You have to play it at 2. It synergizes with the deck so well. It's just free draws. And I play triple Droplet. I was actually thinking about putting these as Chalice instead, just because of the discard, but it's such a good card. And then you're going second. Like I said, you go second all the time. This deck really thrives going second, first or second. And then basically onto the hand traps and everything. I play the 1 Call By, that's standard. You play triple Ash, obviously standard as well. I run triple Droll in the main, and if you basically Droll somebody, it's an automatic win. It's so good. It's ridiculous, especially in this format. I don't think I ever lose if I Droll somebody. And then triple Imperm. So this deck going second is just going first, going second. It can do everything. It's unbelievable. On to the extra deck. I play triple Monk. I'm actually going to cut this down to 2. I never really ever need the 3rd one. I have it in there just because I'm waiting for some cards to come in, but I'll be cutting this down to 2 as soon as it comes in. And then just the 1 Shaman. This is needed. You don't always go into it, but it's a card that from time to time comes up and lets you get around some things. Then I play 2 Grandmaster. Card's ridiculous. It's a negate and a searcher. It's one of the best cards in the extra deck. You're always going into this card basically every game. Run it at 2, no less. I play the 1 Yazi. I find myself never going into this, but I can't cut it because I know as soon as I cut it, I need it. I mean, I do go into it every now and then. Part of me wants to cut it, but it's too good not to. Or it's too good to cut it, I mean. 1 Risen, good card. You know, you get the negates. 1 Berserker, also a good card. I go into this quite a bit. And then, honestly, this is, I think, the best card in the extra deck, Boxia. Play this at 2, no less. It's such a ridiculous card. It allows you to break boards and extend all in one. It's just like you go Taya into this, you can spin 2, you know, send Mo-Yi to the grave, you get this, you bring your Mo-Yi back, and then you're off to the races again. It's just such a good card. 1 Chao Fang. I go into this quite a bit, especially if in games 2-3, if you think your opponent's going to be playing a nib, because a lot of people, nib's coming back into the format, a lot of people are running it, and this stops nib, it stops other things too, it's Ghost Ogre and everything. And for the level 10s, you have the 1 Sinister Sovereign, the 1 Chen Ying, and of course, the Baron. Baron de Fleur is just, you go into this almost every game. This has its own, you know, it synergizes super well with Blackout, with your desires. You can basically beat over anything. You know, you hit this with the Blackout, you pop 2, and then you banish 2, and then this stays on board. It's ridiculous. It's so good. And then you got the Sinister Sovereign. If you sink into this, you're burning for 12, and then on their turn, you can burn them for another 2,400. So you're burning them for 36, almost half their life points just with 1 card. It's just, sometimes you go into it just to lock your opponent down so they basically can't do anything on their, you know, if they're low on life points and you can't swing for whatever reason, you go into this, burn for 12, and then, you know, if they're low, as soon as they activate a monster effect or a spell, they're done. Then I'll go on to my side. This is just kind of general. It's made for my locals, so wouldn't put too much stock into it. I play the 1 Duster. I have triple Regeki in here. These are actually would be Lightning Storms, but I don't have them yet. They're on their way. And then triple Dark Ruler, triple Cyclone. Or I thought I had triple Cyclone. Maybe I only have 2 in here. Yeah, sorry, it's just the double Cyclone. Yeah, so your back row removal, and then obviously, depending if you're playing Flunder or something like that, you just to get around it. And then this card, absolute blowout card. If I open this, it's basically, it's very, very, you know, you win 9 times out of 10 if you have this. It's such a good card. It just screws the other person so much. And same with this card. In the mirror match, if you draw this and they don't, it's basically game. Good against Despia, which I have a couple of those at my locals. So yeah, pretty standard, pretty good. This deck's absolutely phenomenal, and I think it will be going forward. And then obviously just the 1 token. I'm going to be making a vid doing Swordsoul combos. So just subscribe and keep posted, and you'll get that in your feed. All right. See you later, guys.